With all these platforms that make social media videos, social media content, and social media whatever, the whole idea of this concept is to further your approach of free speech. Everybody knows what free speech is the ability to say what you want when you want, within reason. Of course, threats and other bodily harm is not it's not normal, because that could be misconstrued as acts of violence and hatred and hate speech. But in this instance, where somebody is stating their opinion on a platform, they more than likely preach, oh well, you can say and do whatever you want on this platform, of course within reason, within terms of service. But when you look at Twitch and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, there's one thing they all have in common. Most of them are filled with liberals. Yeah, I know it's crazy, but we're gonna go past that, because we're not gonna blame anything with names or numbers or anything like that. But here's the thing. You know, there's one thing to preach, oh well, you can say whatever you want because it is a free country, and then go back on it if somebody says something you don't like. And whether it is something you don't like, you have no right to change their platform to say what they can and cannot do, or can or cannot say, of course within terms of service. And I'm pretty darn sure that if this was in the terms of service, that it would be against the law, especially the United States law. I don't know about the European Union, of course, or any other states, but it's definitely against the US law that you cannot prohibit speech when it comes to political discussion. And that's where a lot of people don't understand, where we're having so much of an issue when it comes to people being, separate on topics, where we're not able to talk about it because people fear debates. They fear that people will tell them what they can or cannot say, and they fear that, well, maybe, if this guy doesn't like what I say, it's going to be an issue. And that's where debates are usually ended, where people are complaining and bickering against each other. And, I just don't want to deal with it. I agree. But if somebody says something that you don't like, just leave, alright? Here's the thing. Protests are obviously a big factor in the U.S. A lot of this nation's reforms were based on protests and laws and bills. So why the hell, not even going to the political scale, why the hell does this person not have the right to say what they want? And obviously it's nothing against anybody in particular. It's not hate speech. It's not making fun of anybody. It's telling you there are two genders. And that's where the base of this discussion lies, is that there is no reason that we should not have a discussion about this here in the United States. And whether people like to admit it or not, people with difference in opinion are the best debates. They talk about different topics, and they talk about their side, and whether they are right or wrong, they have a right to their opinion. And even if this person is right or wrong, they have the right to their opinion. And the fact that this person was shut down on this platform, or on that platform, because this is YouTube, because they said something that people do not like. Alright? I've seen a lot of people, complain about stuff they do not like. Now, I can't tell them that they cannot post this stuff because, well, that's their opinion, and they are very, very open to that, especially considering YouTube is the place for discussions, especially when it comes to video game content. That's what I do here. I make video game content. And there's going to be people who are going to look at this video and be like, hey, this guy can't talk about this because he's a video game. He's a video game. He's a video game player. There's going to be people like that. And whether they agree with me or not, and it doesn't really matter, because I'm going to state my opinion whatever YouTube or Twitch or anybody says anyway. because I got the platform to do it. But here's the thing. A lot of people here on this brand are afraid to talk about what they want. And that's a shame, because a lot of the content here on YouTube is cookie cut based clickbait. And that's what YouTube has really given us over the last 3 or 4 years. And it goes straight from the top. The biggest YouTuber in the world, PewDiePie, and then it goes to T-Series. These two are think about it. These two are competing for the most subs. These two make unoriginal content based off of other people's content. These guys don't create original stuff. Everything they make is based on other people's creativities, and that's where a lot of the fan base, especially when it comes to gameplay-based YouTube videos, it just doesn't fit well. Tell me what you guys think here in the comments section down below. I got some Black Ops 4 in the background. I'll see you guys in the next one.